Today, we're diving into some exciting rumors about the upcoming iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max. If the buzz is true, these new models could revolutionize how we charge our iPhones, finally bringing Apple up to speed with some of the fastest charging technologies in the market. So let's get into the details. In our fast-paced world, we rely heavily on our smartphones, often finding ourselves frustrated by the constant need to recharge. Over the past few years, phone manufacturers have focused intensely on improving charging technology, allowing us to power up quickly and get back to our busy lives. However, it's worth noting that despite being industry leaders, Apple and Samsung don't currently offer the fast charging, which is a substantial jump from the 20-watt charging offered by the iPhone 15 Pro models. Additionally, MagSafe wireless charging speeds could increase from 15 watt to 20 watt. To put this into perspective, we're looking at a 48.1% increase in power input via cable and a 33% increase via MagSafe charger. These upgrades could potentially change how users interact with their iPhones, especially those who opt for the Pro models. With faster charging capabilities, iPhone 16 Pro users can spend less time tethered to a power outlet and more time enjoying their devices. This is particularly beneficial for people who are always on the move and need their phones to be ready whenever they are. Imagine you're out on a long hike or traveling. With a power bank that supports 40-watt wired or 20-watt wireless charging, you could juice up your iPhone 16 Pro or 16 Pro Max in no time and get back to your adventure without missing a beat. But before we get too excited, it's important to consider some potential drawbacks. Beyond faster charging speeds, the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max are also rumored to feature larger battery capacities, which is great news for heavy users. Here's what we're hearing. iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with 4,676 mAh battery, a 5.7% increase compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, while iPhone 16 Pro will come with 3,577 mAh battery, a 9.2% increase compared to the iPhone 15 Pro. While larger batteries typically mean longer battery life, they also require more time to charge. However, with a nearly 50% increase in power input via wired charging, the iPhone 16 Pro models should still charge much faster than their predecessors, offering both speed and endurance. However, faster charging comes with its own set of challenges. 1. Battery degradation. Faster charging generates more heat, which can accelerate the aging process of battery cells. Over time, this can lead to reduced battery capacity and performance, issues iPhones are already known for. 2. Safety concerns. Higher power levels can increase the risk of overheating or even fire hazards. While Apple has likely implemented safety measures to mitigate these risks, there's always the potential for accidents. 3. Compatibility issues. Not all chargers and cables will be compatible with these faster charging speeds. Users might need to invest in new accessories to fully benefit from the iPhone 16 Pro's capabilities, impactful as the iPhone 13 series, which impressed everyone with its significant battery life improvements. If these rumors hold true, Apple will finally align itself with the competition in terms of charging technology, a crucial aspect of what makes a great smartphone. However, there's a potential downside. These upgrades might not make it to the standard iPhone models. It's likely that Apple will eventually bring faster charging to the less expensive versions, but it might take another year or more. Will the rumor of faster charging and larger batteries make the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max worth the upgrade, or do you think Apple still has some catching up to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.